Basically, what Larsa said was the ultimate thing in the room. Okay, that a lot of older men they're finding are just as immature as younger men.
Men are generally immature,
Yeah.
I think, but I think there's a different dynamic. I think when a woman of her age is dating a younger guy, he's subconsciously trying to like find her maturity level and sort of match it to a degree.
Yeah.
It's something he's subconscious. She's older. She's more seasoned. Whatever. She lives a certain way. I've got to match that if I want to be around for any length of time. And so I think they put that foot forward first. Where I think an older guy, that's not a priority for him. And quite frankly, whether you want to manifest it as immaturity or just energy, I think older guys, older people in general who don't want to be old, kind of trend a little bit to the immature and the whimsical to not be old and stale.
We'll talk Larsa Pippen. Larsa Pippen, 51 years old, says she learned age was just a number when a 47-year-old man she dated was more immature than the younger man she dated. That's funny because that was a conversation that we were having pre-show of the Gorilla Boys podcast yesterday. I went to their 1 year celebration or whatever that was.
Yeah.
And there were some people in the room and we were talking about that because this one girl, she's whatever. I think she said she was she's 30 or 32, and they were asking her like, okay, what age was the youngest you'll date? And she was like, normally it would be nobody my age. I only date older. But she says that currently she has like a 23 or 24-year-old or something now that she's dating. And
she only dates older but's got a 23-year-old.
Now. Like she gave him a chance. And and basically what Larsa said was the ultimate thing in the room. Okay, that a lot of older men they're finding are just as immature as younger men.
Men are generally immature.
Yeah,
I think, but I think there's a different dynamic. I think when a woman of her age is dating a younger guy, he's subconsciously trying to like find her maturity level and sort of match it to a degree.
Yeah.
It's something he's subconscious. She's older. She's more seasoned. Whatever. She lives a certain way. I've got to match that if I want to be around for any length of time. And so I think they put that foot forward first. Where I think an older guy, that's not a priority for him. And quite frankly, whether you want to manifest it as immaturity or just energy, I think older guys, older people in general who don't want to be old, kind of trend a little bit to the immature and the whimsical to not be old and stale. And so I think it kind of works on both sides. But we have a couple friends at the show that are kind of in that dating category or whatever, and like when they've talked about like dating some guys their age or just older guys in general, there is this kind of theme that some of those guys come off as like really sort of like needy and kind of like almost old schoolish, that they're looking for a woman to kind of like be a 1950s housewife, make the dinners and do these things. And again, if you're kind of like a independent woman who's kind of like whatever, that's probably not your lane. That's probably not what you're looking for. And if you're talking to somebody and that's kind of where they're coming from, it's just not going to be a good fit.
Yeah.
But I definitely think that, if there's a guy 25, 30 years old, whatever, dating a 50-year-old woman, he's playing into his maturity. He's not trying to act immature, But again,
that's a good point.
Drop that same guy around a 22-year-old girl, and he looks a lot different. Like he's going to behave different.
Yeah. No, I didn't think about it that way, but I definitely I agree with that point. I was just going to say I don't know. I don't know how much of that is age related. I don't know how much of that age has to do with it. Because like you said, I look at it as from a standpoint. The first thing you said was just most men are immature. I really think it's case by case.
Compared to the expectations women have.
Yeah. Not just generally speaking.
Yeah.
Not just generally speaking.
No, I mean, I think a lot of times we're fine with how we are.
Yeah.
But like, there's definitely like, you know, women will be like, really? That's what we're worried about right now, or whatever. Or like, you know, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. No, for sure. And some of it too is they I don't know, because I would draw immaturity or maturity. I would draw maturity also to where you're at in your life and what you have assets wise. Like, but I guess women don't, because like
How so? Explain a little bit.
Like I would draw a comparison for maturity to like you know, having a home, or at least having a place, or a car,
Like you as the male?
career. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, going away from you know, attitude and personality based. I'm talking about, like, I would draw more comparisons also to, like I said, being stable.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
I don't think women. I think of course women look at that, but I don't think they draw that link to maturity for that. And if you look at it that way, a lot of younger men are not going to have what older men have. You know, when you look at it from a total picture point of view.
Right. No, I could see that. Yeah, like somebody who has their life stuff in, you know, they have transportation, they're steadily employed, they have a home, even if it's something they own, they have something that's theirs. They're not like, they don't have like a random roommate or like, you know,
yeah.
or have just people living with them that are like, oh yeah, just they're here because whatever. Actually doing that, and I definitely like. Yeah, there's a part of me that equates like that sort of stuff with adulthood. Like when you are financially independent and can take care of yourself, like there's a certain level of adulthood that you're participating in, and if you can't do those things, it just doesn't line up the same way. You know? And no, I definitely think that would be part of the puzzle.
No, for sure. But you know, Larsa is I mean, she's racking them up, man. You know, so shout out to her.
Quite the body count.
Shout out to her. Stella got her groove back, and she's not trying to give it up.
Did she ever lose it though? I mean, hasn't she just been smashing for a couple decades?
So just Stella has her groove.
Stella never lost it.
Stella never lost the groove in this case.
Stella's a fucking porn star.
She might be.
Yeah.
If all of these NBA guys want her. No, that's for sure. But yeah, that's been the show. We'll be back next week. We have another podcast is going to be joining us, and Cold Milk is his name. He's going to be one representative of that podcast, and then we'll keep going from there, man. Catch you guys next week.
We're out.